Yo, 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 yo. What's up, guys, girls, friends, pals? We're back again doing some more Disco Elysium. In the last one,
We brought the body down. Finally. That's
we
pretty
shot
much
the
it.
body down, and yeah, that is pretty much it, huh?
Yeah. Long time.
Well, we got the body down.
We got the body
Anyways,
down.
let's keep going. Crazy. All right, let's keep going. In the last one, we got the body down. Now we got to continue and get this field autopsy. So, let's do it.
Looking man, eyes on his side, his eyes looking straight through the belt.
Okay. Oh, here.
Got this true.
Do you have another
Pair of gloves.
I have gardening gloves?
Thanks. I say.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
Of those.
Oh, there's no
It begins with.
Now there's. It begins with.
Hold on. Okay. Okay, it's good.
1.
This is you.
Right. Initial. I guess our initials are H.
B. B.
No, that's not really our last name, I don't think. But our name is Harry.
I think HDB is.
I guess do that.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there.
Or in a K.
KK57 dash.
Okay.
KK equals Kim Kitsuragi. 57 equals Precinct 57, followed by his date 0803 and time of arrival 0815. That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials.
And what would that make the alphanumeric?
HDB 41 0803 1015. It's understated.
Good. Let's go with that.
Okay, let's go.
You
We
know what I'm talking
learned.
about.
Next.
No name.
We don't have a name of the guy.
Oh.
NA.
Date of birth.
We don't have a date of the
We
birth.
don't have
We
age.
don't have an age.
Roughly 50.
Okay.
Dry 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side. He nods.
Okay. Race.
Mondial. Subgroup Occidental. As per your observation.
Write it down.
The pudgy mess looks neither mondial nor occidental. It doesn't even look human. The next line says,
Just water, dude. Nice. I can't see.
as you read
Nice.
it, you think, that leaves out dark-haired Mesk, Sal, Sarah Mauritian, Kedratic.
He wanted
Lighter skin
to.
occidental means this man could be Vespertine, Oranese, Messinian. Those three are on the table.
Surprised it's not in the camera.
He's just barely.
A solid guess, Mr. Racial Profiler.
Sex.
Fucky fucky!
Male.
Okay.
Hold up.
Pigs can have sex.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Definitely.
We're
Okay.
still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
Okay.
HDB 41 0803.1015 listens motionless with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
What? What exactly is?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Didn't he look like he was carried over?
Yeah.
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dog walkers.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites.
No, you're good.
It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then,
We should start the post-mortem.
the corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
To external examination?
Extra.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodin, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodin, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
Huh.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something
Nasty
more
kid.
lurid.
The boots are ceramic. Vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem.
Dang.
Removal of the boots is left for processing. The boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design. Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo
Yeah.
resembling a microelectronical circuit board. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42.
Okay.
Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing.
Wow.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Okay. Getting it.
Lividity is consistent with hanging, albeit faint, as noted. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs, consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Might be the kids.
Fucking low velocity. You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation. Ligature mark. Still worrying. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
Okay.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
What is that?
We just realized, I thought.
Oh. Temporary breakthrough imminent. I guess it's
Maybe we don't get to
not yet. Oh wait,
We
see.
need to get.
Oh, see, looks plaza here. Yeah.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east. The knot is the
Niggas
weak
cut it
spot.
now.
The chain cutters fit in there.
That's high.
Oh, okay.
Steady now, like a flower arranger.
We had to look
Two
at it
cuts,
first.
and it should come loose.
Okay.
You jam the cutters right under the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Already, they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to
Fucking
get a
fuck.
better hold. Then, the lieutenant looks by, somewhat worried as you summon power words to your aid.
Please.
A really, really bad smell is coming
Ah.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that faggot.
Told you my pig was hardcore.
I should have a go first. I think I have a strategy.
I don't know.
He sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts, with his elbow to his knee for precision.
Coming. He's gonna follow you.
Snap. The knot is slashed.
He got it.
Another cut, and the belt
He
falls
cut it.
apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
Here. The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The
Alright, he did
suspension
good.
point is in the back of the neck, on the nape. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia.
No! It's gonna happen, see?
Oh, okay.
Fucking knew it.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of
And
injury.
unremarkable.
Should we inspect it ourselves? Let's do it.
The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles
Alright.
are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish.
Hey.
Ew.
Marbling is
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical.
Huh.
There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Dang.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
from wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades. Dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
Need to move the camera, probably. Only because we keep looking. Maybe I should just move it here. Wow.
That's crazy.
I
Anyway.
hate my life. Anyways. Extensive scarring.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars. Last item. Hands.
Let him do it.
Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle.
Or we. Yes.
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, the stench is... Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
He said, I can't.
Did we do the internal?
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course,
No.
there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
Oh, what? A moral? No. No.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth, not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it. Gently, a rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Oh, purge fluid. What is purge fluid?
You
To
hear
the
cracks
fluid
as
that
the
you-
lieutenant moves his sharp
Yeah, when-
fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured.
Oh,
The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhage
I don't wanna
present in
look
the
at his
gauze, the lips
mouth.
and mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. It's hard.
oh,
Once more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your
That's what I
throat.
said.
that was my
A
bad.
contraction. Your throat inside, you see dark. Huge silence as always.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus. Hepatobiliary, NA. Ah, are you a hepatobiliary expert?
Hepato means liver, and biliary, the gallbladder and bile ducts.
Neither am I. That's it. Same for toxicology and serology, NA.
Okay.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging.
What is hypostasis?
Gastrointestinal.
Good stuff. The
Where
body.
the blood
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, talk here. You're good.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila. What's next on the list? Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need
Be
Leave it
thorough
forward.
if you want maximum results.
Bite marks.
head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be concerned. And your opinion, officer?
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Yeah.
Agreed. Next injury? So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Right. Next. Oh, so we inflicted them? You mean the incision on the thorax from a chain cutter? That was not a team effort, and I wouldn't mention it. Muddies the water.
Okay.
See? These pigs are fucking
Why don't you fuck him if you love him so much?
Now, injuries.
It's
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The
Dang.
hyoid bone is fractured. The cervical column intact.
Oh.
I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible. Think for a moment. There's time. Don't rush.
The ligature mark? That's the hanging. I say that's
Let me.
that's that's from being hung. That's after.
Nah, that's fatal. It
That's-
broke his bone.
Yeah,
The
but
higher-
he would have been dead already.
Not necessarily. Could have been. I don't know. That could be fatal the way that.
Why do you say that?
I don't think that's
I
what
think it
killed him.
is, but
Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal?
I was about to say, why don't you think it's fatal? Tell me what convinced you about the way he died. It said that his neck was broken. Is his hands tied? Not tied.
No. I just don't think. Yeah, I'm going
Most
with Kelly.
everything else on the victim says otherwise. But I agree. I was ready to establish a
Okay.
cause of death here, officer. But now I think we should leave it empty. At least for the time being.
Now, why would you hang some? I don't think.
Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
Okay. He produces small violence rather than.
Where's the episode? No, we don't need. Oh.
It
Let's
was
hear
Oh my.
an irregular field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But personally, then, given the state of decay here, I consider establishing the victim's ethnicity minor success. We were thorough with the list of injuries too.
Hey,
We
you gotta
described them
speak.
all in detail.
That
What
was
is there
worth
to
it.
say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy. I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
Give him the report.
I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Our inlet.
I'm gone.
Oh. All right.
I can see you're gone, but who
I'm
am
a joke. Look at me.
There's nothing funny about
There
it.
is nothing funny about jokes either. A killer, a motherfucker, and a killer.
Okay.
Go ahead, Coppo.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale
Where
in
is
the
that?
past.
Huh?
Way out in the west. What do you mean? It's the power of your imagination. Go ahead. Ask me more questions. Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go.
Yeah.
Do you want more questions? Coming right
Oh
up.
snap!
Copperoonie, Rooney. Fuck no. You're no Rooney. No. You're not a
Guilty.
Harry either.
Oh.
You're a motherfucker. That's who you are. Rooney, because you have loved it, me and Brother Copo. It was love all along. Huh? You're misquoting me, Rooney. I said communism killed me. Love did me in.
Okay.
You really need to learn the difference, buddy.
Ah!
This is embarrassing.
Wow.
Okay.
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this? Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder? Ha! The clown lips on the corpse. Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
You know.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible,
Also,
That is
see
not what
me
he's saying.
in your dreams. Shoot.
We got
you
extra
Ronin.
dialogue, you know.
Do I remind you of
A child born with Muller's disease, harlequinism, grown up miraculously.
You sure wriggled out of that one? Coppolini. Come back later, Coppo.
Okay, shall we do this?
Amuse yourself with my frank manners
There it
and
is.
my memento mori features.
You run your
Ooh.
hands over the victim's cold body,
I failed,
His
sorry.
limbs.
Yeah, it's okay.
his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough. His fingernails have turned dark. They're chipped and
Do you think we missed something?
Yes.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast. Hey, wasn't there a giant ice bear sarcophagus below that building?
Oh.
Why?
Now, detective, I've rarely been disappointed by the size of a giant ice bear fridge, but I think we should still take a look at it first. Let's move. With every hour, whatever we are looking for in the deceased...
Plug it back in. We unplugged it. It's not cold.
Okay, got it.
well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Oh no, you don't. Not this one. Light reflects
Oh
off
my
a thermal
gosh.
cup. The borscht may not look like
We
much,
gotta drink it this
but
time?
doubtless- Wow.
No.
The gods of mass production are fine. We're not worried.
You've passed up.
Okay. And we got the thought.
Jamais vu. Derealization.
What is this?
Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this.
Oh.
What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
We have to add.
1 XP for
Interesting.
every orb.
Okay. Say less.
Okay, so we also have skill points. I'm gonna use one here. And one here. Is that all of them? No, we still have one more, okay. And then we should use one... I say logic.
Alright.
Just because it's been coming in so often. Boom. Okay, now we have 2 slots for thoughts. What do we do? We have aces high. Indirect modes of, and kingdom of conscience. The bow collector.
We were learning that one at some
Revacholian nationhood. Oh, it's still going. That one's taking forever. This one. I say we do that one.
Alright.
Alright, let's go. Why not, right? Alright. Can I not do anything? You talk to Kuno real quick?
Fuck does Kuno care?
Nope.
Kuno doesn't.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
we don't
either.
care either.
I said to go check out the. Okay.
So loud.
It is loud. It said to go check out the bear fridge.
Gotta plug it back in. Unless we plugged it back.
Forgot to. We were supposed to do something at 1.
I can't remember what it was. We had to figure it out, and we never did.
The bear's eyes are dead and empty.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it's more than big enough and cold enough. Honestly, it's...
Yeah, let's go plug it back in.
Both cables are unplugged. A giant electric mammal awakens.
Great. The owners of this building will just have to keep paying for the electricity sucked up by this monstrosity a little longer.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll check this out again.
This appears.
The radio computer.
This is the Ream Civic radio. The machine lights up like nothing. Something's missing. Nothing. Something's. It's empty. Like the filament you have would. Like a smooth draw. The filament. Nothing happens. A bar of fabric. The static.
Good afternoon. Sir, please repeat. Is this the filament? Yes. Is that the production schedule? Good.
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
I am contractually obliged.
I'm afraid we are not doing that. And
Now, can you please repeat the password? No.
A hint system.
Still no. Proceed.
Don't worry.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Fortress 1, Fortress.
That's not bad.
Any other questions? Yes.
she repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
They are merely cautious. I work as now.
I'm just going through all this for free.
Good. Proceed.
Don't worry. Passwords have
Fortress Act. Thank you.
tiles on the cube are still. The filament slides out.
Okay. Oh wait.
But, bro, what do you want?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer,
Oh.
chalkboard,
Oh.
and fireplace? Yes, that is the question.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers. Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein. You know,
Not in Revachol.
but I don't think anyone has attempted to create an interest through call-in stations. Then there's the game master.
Coordinating so many games.
Indeed, though
Super cool. Some
no idea. They stop. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but it's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep moving.
Seems like Kim's starting to like us a little bit more, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. We did our job well. I think the gunshot really solidified it.
Yeah. Trying to hurry. Sometimes he runs and sometimes he doesn't. Pick up the body.
The man is The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
If you think so, officer, I need a little help for carrying him to the holding pen of my kinema. I'll take it from there. Continue working here. The locals?
This means Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning.
Oh.
If you have nothing to
What?
do, read books or sit on the bench on the plaza.
Huh?
What?
Huh? That's an option? Ah.
I didn't know I was letting him go. Oh, he took it to processing. Hold up.
No.
That's
No way.
way too far back.
There's no way. It's okay.
Okay, well, we'll see what it is. Now what? We don't have
Well,
him.
we gotta go get the dice.
Not yet.
No?
No.
8.
8. Wait, Tuesday, 16. Wait, 4, 12, yeah, 16. Where it's almost time, but not yet. The victim's tattoos. Where's the rest of the armor? He took the car, so we can't do that one either.
Dang.
Said ask Kuno something.
Ask Kuno what he knows about the mystery.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Just try this.
What's going on is an ungovernable like you don't have enough on your plate. You feel a sudden surge of self-pity coming on.
Fuck no!
Kuno, they've all.
Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hand.
He'd rather die than work with the justice system.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno?
Oh,
the fuck do you want with. Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small time shit.
He's
Just
a jerk.
listen.
Yeah, he
Kuno
is.
saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters FALN running down his trouser leg.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around. Except for that you took away. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa? Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid, believe it, you need this shit.
These could drastically improve your chance. Coach physical instrument endorsed. They will also make you into an idiot.
Oh. We're really smart.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for fouling anyway, pig. The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain.
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there.
Oh.
And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can.
Tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. That's just some shit Roofing Gimp's left behind.
He's hiding something.
Pig, if Kuno was hiding,
But it is not hidden, is it, sire? You.
that's just.
He's hiding. Of course, sire. Better not anger the Kuno with this silliness. We.
Dunno. Keep that guy.
Kit is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Erie-Opagite descent. It used to be a common
The fuck does this have to do with the Kuno? Kuno doesn't give a shit who she is. The fuck? A mug in the trap? Yeah. Kuno sees.
I can't hear you.
Shit, that's. Kuno doesn't know.
Tell the Kuno
Stop turning.
Yeah, get your bacon shit
Okay.
away. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Um,
The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. That fucking had one thing majorly wrong with him. Do you remember how he looked? Fucking gross though. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate. Yeah, cock in boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretending like he cares about cows?
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the boots and the jolly smile.
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information?
Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno Day.
Still, seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. Or you may be paranoid. That is also...
Fuck are you talking about?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruct your testing, Kuno.
Get lost.
Okay.
Kuno doesn't...
Perfect. He gave us the info we needed. 1, look for the armor. 2, what do we have here? Victim tattoo. Who would know about tattoos?
I haven't seen.
Oh, Measurehead. He has
Measurehead has
tattoos. What about you?
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck up? Oh yeah, they're a big deal. Sure. Hell no. It's a guild. Huh. Trusting street thugs with... Oh yeah, they're a big... Sure fucking... God... Huh. Trust... not the most popular topic nowadays, with I'm not just... People who've studied these things, open your eyes. Haven't you... The problem?
Cultural victory? What is this then?
It's what the kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under... It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers. Good. If we, the evening people, pull together...
I don't think so.
Okay, nothing new. I just wanted to see. Let's talk to Manana. Oh, I need a donut.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right, you talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk. The little boy had a good on his promise. To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me, pardon the choice of words, not mine. I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it. At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike.
He was
Buy
told
us a
to
few more
track
days on
down
the
the
side,
armor.
you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. It's a minor nuisance. It's all good. I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk. Not much. Technical stuff mostly. I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off. In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove.
Mm-hmm.
So, As I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work for you at least. Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did. Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armor too. The one the bullet hits. Good luck if you go for those boots though. You'd have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than getting them off him.
You're not wrong.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way. The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course. Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He's not lying about not doing it himself.
I figured.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search.
I'm doing one more.
The mercenary, eh? What a thought. Your dead guy was an enemy. He was an agent. I ain't the murdering type.
He's not.
No problem. I wish the...
Okay. Measure head real quick.
About the tattoos.
If we can.
I will find out. You know anything about these?
The unpromising race pupil returns.
What? What if we asked him what his tattoos meant and then they give us the option?
We didn't. They didn't give us an option.
They said, what do your tattoos mean?
Oh, did it?
Uh-huh.
I didn't see that, sorry.
The unpromising racists are
Welcome to Revashop. He must think.
I am not.
The drawings are precise and look true to their
I guess not.
pseudo-scientific ambitions. What
You exhibit forward. It is impossible. This your racial heritage.
welcome. He must
The
drawings are precise.
correct.
I guess not. It was a tattoo leaning question, so I assumed.
Yeah.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man.
Okay.
We'll sit on the bench for a second.
You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench. Your feet. Time passes. The glacial gusts from the sea.
We could waste a whole hour.
Well, hello. Oh, light wow.
Then we could pick up
Fine.
the dice.
You've passed up.
They really go for the dice. They really want us to
We
drink.
got 5 bottles of the stuff.
3.
Oh, is that 3?
Yeah.
Sorry. It looked like 5. They really want us to drink alcohol. Have you seen us? It makes sense. Our liver probably is craving it.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Uh-huh.
How did I become? Some of my friends were roleplay, not especially.
Some of those nice people have big
I guess
butts.
it's not
I'm
ready.
sorry. I'm a bit overloaded just now, so I can only produce one diaper.
I've waited another a bit.
What time is it supposed to be ready? How did I 8?
8 in the morning. 8 hours
8
later.
at night. Would be 6.
4.
I don't know. I'm confused.
Special wait till 5.
Your flashlights, some of the writing has... This old fire, the whole thing resembles Kadran Mo's history classes. A thick layer of
Please
coal
don't
dust
kill
covers
us
the furnace,
again.
coloring it
Won't kill
pitch
us.
black.
We would.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red.
That was a waste.
For real.
Hello again, esteemed doc. Okay, but please, only a few questions. Yes, the Simonees are very crafty, and
The woman before you scans.
goodness, you were already. Everything is on the shelves. Take a look.
She smiles.
Every snowflake is like a little crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that. Crime is what criminals do. And policemen solve? It's exciting to people. You don't look much like a policeman. Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen. Head? Yeah.
Not head, child. Heads.
Isn't that very dangerous? Unlike
That's
you,
the only thing
sir.
I get to say.
He's just a fictional character. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
The girl
Hey.
keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
What do you mean, sir?
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't. It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You're quite sober.
Huh? You know what? I don't need to hear that from
I sure
you.
hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her
How'd
feet,
you know?
That's what I'm saying.
assaulted by the early spring breeze.
You did not
She
need to say
smiles
that.
at you. The whole situation. There's something you're missing.
Real.
Wait, something I'm missing.
Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed. No, sir. She's a working woman who comes to look at the... I think she is a bad husband. Not very nice or helpful. Oh, kings and queens and generals. I think that's why people read them. To find the secrets of their fame.
We did it.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
But it does make the famous people more famous. Why would they do that, sir? You're not that old. Maybe you'll do something really important. Something. Yes, sir. Oh,
Oh my
kings.
God.
I think that's.
Seems like most people who
It's the type of. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
Man and lady business.
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum. I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though. No. Yes, she knows, but.
What was that? An idea for an unfinished novel stuck somewhere in your forebrain?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday. Not in romance books. It happens. Those are unhappy books. These are not very. Well, maybe then it's fun. Maybe some about other books.
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard again.
Okay. Now we go talk to what's her face. Get me out of here. Give us a stop first.
Indirect modes of taxation.
What is this?
Turns out those Financial Oversight Committee gangsters stuffed millions of hard-earned dividends away in the last place anyone thought to look. The hearts and minds of everyday Riversholians. You need to spread that deregulation gospel to the people. Tell them about that foreign fair tax. Preach that 98% gross burden. Preach it, preacher man. Set the brothers free. Taxes are racist.
Huh.
Okay.
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 Taxes are race. You heard it here first.
Heard it here first. Said in a video game, it must be true.
Facts. If they said it in this game, it must be true. Anything that happens in this game is real. We haven't been confused one time. Not one time have we been confused in this
You're
entire.
back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? My
Oh.
favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Should ask her about the tattoos.
Oh, can we?
Yeah, I asked it before that. That you
What
can't
is
anymore.
all of this?
What world? The only one, I suppose. The world of matter. And its pale antipode.
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water.
Great bodies of water. Forest-covered surfaces. Clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough. There is a term of endearment they coined for it. In the DeLorean century. When humanity was high on Elysium.
Ah.
It does. A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petro-fascist. Oh, you want a picture of the world? Great things are difficult to achieve. We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day.
ORG. Occident.
There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific contributors, they're piecing together, yes. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are grey flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry.
A cold fear seeps into you.
What? What?
You seem to be spooked.
Thanks.
Please don't
Pointing out
be.
the obvious.
They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. I am sorry,
What?
dear. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what... But this is one of the greatest questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive it may sound. You have misimagined it. I don't... It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco.
Yeah.
You'd love it. See? Everyone finds something.
Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there. On
That's all for now.
whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides.
A bird?
I have to. It's part of our task.
Benefit? A flightless
It's
bird
literally
of
in
the
our
polar region?
objectives.
Some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. You're an... Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. This is the pier of or two. A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise. Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was splat.
Dang.
Splat.
Oh.
You could be wrong, but from here it appears as if...
Wonderful. The girl in the old lady rags. Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture. Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. Young people who dye their hair funny colors and wear old people's clothes are stupid, and their little rebellion is self-defeating. All right?
Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the...
And what would that be? I can see that, yes. I dabble in those dark arts myself. Nothing infra about disco, baby. Those days are long behind me. And even in the early 30s, I would say I was more of a new girl. Disco was a minor, but still enjoyable, the new. A cultural era. It involved lots of partying, as you might imagine, and champagne-colored everything. By the looks of it, that would have been when you came of age. Now. Wasn't it Guillaume Le Million who said...
For some reason, your mind is a veritable repository of Guillaume Le Million lyrics, trivia, and B-sides. But the time to explore this is when you're alone.
The Pale is not, technically. It is the opposite of reality. Okay. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy...
The negation of being.
That's right. The negation of being. No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there. 6,000 kilometers. An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the Pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called porch collapse. Imagine a grey coronal mist. Cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism. A mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's the most disco thing you will ever see. It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop. Oh, it is so difficult for us.
A squall of birds.
It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude. bouncing radio waves from one end to... But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost. Extensively. Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory... They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not...
Who says and who argues?
The logical positivists say, the dialectical materialists are... It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible.
It's more for her. Way more.
No, nameless detective of the Citizens Militia. I am a member of the entreprenetic business class. Up to my gills, officer. Entreprenetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grad. The study of the Pale...
They had not traveled the entire circumference of the Pericarnassian Super E-Solar. It was not merely in the west.
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical... Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with hybrid airships, detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended. Once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If then they don't.
Oh, like a skipping stone beneath the surface.
The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale. What do you think, detective? Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists. Most people, and indeed most private and government sectors, I suggest you do. It doesn't look like you're doing the same. The suggestion was meant in earnest, detective. Yes. Is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
Alcohol fumes and blackouts.
Should I do that?
No, that one, the third one.
Beyond curious. Tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
Doesn't sound... Oh, man.
I'll do that, I guess.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, detective. If you don't know even this, then... I hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile, you have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
That was secret task.
Didn't know we had that secret task. Hey. Boom.
These are unimportant times, detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled for the big time, the revolution. It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species get... Those would be the communists. Generally speaking... Oh, and the anarchists, too. They shot them well.
She likes the totality of it.
Indeed. They piled them in mass graves in Ozon. And, well, that's the last end. Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people. Yes, the Insulindian deluge, they call it. Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts the real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad. I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing. So he got out alive. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything. Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution. With more, they didn't win so much as survive.
She's one of them. Of course.
To foreign intervention. The Coalition. Those people really took the mineral right. The Liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The Coalition took the ground.
Dang.
No.
The ocean, the Coalition of Nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-le-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing. The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe, at least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
A devout man of the center. Hard to come by. It's good to have someone who takes a moderate... The turn of the century revolution. The revolution began in 02, on the Isla. It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. It made people overthrow their governments. Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue.
It was a funny time in history. They discovered transistors and rock music, but they did...
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control. A city-state divided into free market zones. The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol. After the modernity, they developed the marvels of the inter-Isla...
51 minus 8 equals 43.
Time flies. The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled. The 30s... Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world...
All that untaxed income must have fueled the new. That can only mean one thing.
Yes. And quantitative easing.
This is
It
so
was a
much
market
more.
mirage, unfortunately. The 40s dispelled it. An Isla-wide hangar. Welcome to reality, baby.
Alright, we got it. Done.
We got the
For
reality
her to
lowdown.
be where she is, Wild Pines Group must have picked the right side.
They picked the winning side. That's why they're here. And perhaps it wouldn't have turned out that way had I been in charge. I would have sided with the cannons. If you'd seen the calibers of the things, you might have too. 10 of the 14 in... Good question. What would you have done differently? And you would have died, most likely. Not far from here. Maybe even right here. No, almost certainly. The commune
Dang.
would have forced you. Such was the fate of the undecided.
Oh.
They are what they are. Anyway, enough sentiment.
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer. She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations. I am an ultra.
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a canine.
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind. Yes.
It's me.
I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. I can see you thought we'd gone extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. You're a centrist at heart. A real moralist, no? Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, do you... A fitting punishment? To be forgotten, if not... When the dust settled, the liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the... With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez.
She realizes her small, cold fists suck.
Then for my daughters, we had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isla down rather than let them have it. Yes, I suppose I am. Perhaps.
You're no dummy yourself.
A smart boy getting smarter. On base, perhaps.
You're no... And the crown on your head as you lay in the casket.
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother. And a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
Dude, that's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Do you know anything about...
The little that I know.
There.
Anything else? That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
Huh?
Huh? No, we don't need any of that, really.
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for... Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this.
I guess we're not getting answers on that one.
I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the forestay... Why, yes I am. Officer, I assure...
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain. Qualified pleasure craft operator.
I just renewed its safety inspection last... Technically speaking, you don't. Then certainly you must know that under the Wayfarer Act...
The Wayfarer Act is one of the few pieces of legislation. The one time this busted up cabbage has something useful for your job. You just want to stare at some boat. Fine. Knock yourself out.
You may still ask for my passport. Of course.
The woman is silent, smiling while the waves... The Republic of Vespa, formerly the Republic of Vespa Messina, was once a dual kingdom. And it is a stable country, and yet there has always been something ominous about its perfect stability. It's a place at the edge of the Muindi Isola, overlooking the Ubisunt Isles, fracturing into the great unrest. The woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you, face adorned with frown lines and crow's feet. The photo is recent. The name reads...
Yes, but please, Joyce is much more efficient. My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine is hand...
She nods and returns the plastic bag to her coat.
The boat? No. It is called Corps de Lake. It's a pleasure craft. A 19-page... My sloop? I like it a lot. Of course there are. Yes, we are.
Technically, the neighboring Ozone and Fas Alamer island groups are archipelago.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage.
She's referring to Lieutenant Katsuragi's motor.
No matter whose it is, a motor carriage is just a tool.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich. Why what? Stop thinking. Take her down. You're not? Okay then. Just keep on admiring the boat then, unburdened by envy.
Of course there are.
Now I gotta do it.
We're on and off, I mean.
Technically, the neighboring Ozone
Okay, if you want. I haven't seen anyone
Oh.
else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
She's referring to Lieutenant.
No matter whose it is.
You need to make this. You have the guns and the ammo. Take this.
Oh my, the E word. You mean to say that it's a symbol of conspicuous consumption? That I'm a member of the ruling class? Then what does that say? Does it say docking reserved for residents of 33A? This old proletarian haunt here? As I said, plenty of people drive boats, of all social strata. Yes, anyway, good.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those? And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies.
Why, thank you. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but
Dang.
I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion. 20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all a conglomerate the size of the Wild. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving? There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Yeah, me
hello.
too.
Oh, wow.
I'm not
Fine.
drinking.
You've passed
Stop trying to make me drink.
Okay.
Revacholian nationhood.
What was this?
The Revacholian state will be a serene place. You should get a drink. A beautiful, serene place
Get a
of
drink.
mystery and peace. It will not be a place for women to infect
We,
with their
we
frailty
should drink,
and
apparently.
hysterics,
This one wants us to drink,
or
apparently.
where the Seminoles will be allowed to wear their pants around their ankles. All of that will go once you get a drink.
Skip ahead.
We can get the dog.
Oh, we can. We need a skill point for it. So. Okay. So. Okay, if we go too high, it'll start giving us random crap.
Yeah, I don't think we should do anything else.
No.
We do have to both.
I guess a little bit of something every time. Whatever.
Empathy?
Hmm?
We need both.
I can't put any more. These only have one dot.
Oh, okay, I see it.
That's why we shouldn't do those. That's why I've been trying to do it up here in these.
Guess that one.
Nah. Don't need it. King of Cool. What is this? This is closed. I don't know. You tell me.
Davion Flare.
Okay. One here. And then I'm gonna open up another one of these. I don't know.
Go down. Go down to Cop of Apocalypse.
We don't have any of these.
Can't get to those? You can only do the
We
ones
have
that are
none of these,
highlighted?
yeah.
I guess. Hold on.
Let's do it,
Yeah,
why
let's do
not?
that one. I
Let's
mean, yeah,
go.
we just learned about it. Might as well.
Hey. Psst. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again. You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket.
What?
Literally murder all human beings, regardless
What?
of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff. Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny, everyone can see that. So tell me,
I
do
don't
you
want to
have
build
any questions
communism.
before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it? Very well. I guess no one will build communism. No objections. It's mathematically impossible to. Let not failure ensnare you any further, beautiful pixie girl. Be an acrobat. Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one. Okay then. Lie down and let the water carry you downstream.
Okay, I guess I could have started communism there.
Did you want to start communism?
I don't think so, but I guess I could have, huh?
You could have. This is offering you the opportunity. Because we never picked one.
Yeah, we've been sent to it. Let's go get these dice, and then what? Here we have good dice now. Perfect, it even saved. I do want to know how to get up to that one area on the roof. Hello, friend.
Oh, it's you again. Very good. That will be 7 real for one. Here's the cursed die you ordered.
The phrases read, God is indifferent. Take all. Lose all. 50-50. Nothing happens. And pale.
It's a die. Try rolling it.
You throw the ball on the floor, and it ends with one of the phrases facing upwards. God is indifferent.
Good. Now roll again, detective.
It lands on exactly the same result. God is indifferent. It declares,
It's a sphere pretending to be a 6-sided die. Each roll will end with one of the phrases facing up. The die originates in Ilmara, where it was used for cleromancy. Except I've weighted the die. When you try rolling it, you realize that each time it gets you exactly the same result. God is indifferent. This is our curse.
You ordered this
That's
one.
cool.
it's even worse than she says. God is dead. We live in a forsaken age.
Sorry, I don't have another one ready. You were the one who asked for a good luck officer. I'm sorry. I'm a bit overloaded just now, so I can only produce 1 die per customer.
Aside from getting naked, you're not sure what else to do. The building holds no more answers for you.
Alright.
Nothing really. I didn't know him. I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, it's an odd profession.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
What are you looking for?
Oh.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso
Right.
of the hanged man.
I'll try and exit
From the
this.
right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time the lines intersect, it almost looks like the electronic patterns inside a radio computer or an old filament memory. But not quite.
Okay. Boom. Exit. Save. We'll come back tomorrow. All right, everyone. Thank you all for joining us in this one. We did a lot, actually. We did the field autopsy. We got the body put away somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, it's being put into a cold area.
No,
inspect it?
I think it's being put in processing. I think I fucked that up and it's not going to the cold area, so we won't be able to inspect it. Anyways, that one's gone. But yeah, we did that. We got that done. I don't know. We picked up the dice and we learned where we are in the world. We're actually getting a lot done.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it.
So that came to us just now, which means that he's getting the body back.
Oh, okay, maybe. Okay.
I don't think they give us a task and the body's not back to it.
All right. Anyways, they gave us some tasks that we might not be able to complete, but we'll figure out in the next one. Anyways, thank you all for joining us. It's been fun. It's been good. See you in the next one. Bye.